Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. Let's open us a box of Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set packs. You know, this rotated out of standard May of last year. Ooh, the foil swamp to start with. Long rest. Portable hole for the foil. So it rotated out in September. Sorry about that. It went out of print in May of last year. And, you know, rotates out of standard, loses a lot of value. But we're going to see what we can find in here today. Wish, very nice. You know, being a D&D player, you see some of these cards, and it's just kind of exciting to see how they translated them over into MTG. Sadly, I don't think this is really going to have created any new Magic players out of existing Dungeons & Dragons players who were not already Magic fans. Non-foil in that one. Tarask, the Mythic. So even though it's rotated out of standard, there are still some cards in here that command some value. There's old Gnawbone with all his treasure token generation. There's Tiamat, of course. Sararak, Treasure Vault, Teleportation Circle, Den of the Bugbear. Oof, eventually I get these piles down. Adult Gold Dragon. Ooh, Mordekainen, very nice. You know, originally Mordekainen was the wizard character played by one of the old D&D developers. It was his actual PC that he played in a game back in the 1970s, and of course, since he was a developer on D&D, he was able to integrate it into the lore, and that's where Mordekainen came from. True polymorph. No list slot cards yet. I was worried I kind of just stuck one over there absent-mindedly. Foil Island. Guardian of Faith. Yeah, just making random piles up here. Don't worry about it. Half-Elf Monk. And still no list slot. Interesting. Does anybody actually collect these art cards? I mean, they look nice. They have kind of a nice finish on them, but I don't really know that they're nice enough. Black Dragon. So none of the big hits out of the set yet. And, you know, after about those 6 or 7 cards that I named, it really drops off in value. In fact, a lot of those are under $10. Temple of the Dragon Queen again. Got a little excited there. Oh, there we go. You see that back there? Here, let's just make some random piles. Old Gnawbone in the full art. Yep. So that's maybe the most expensive card in, you know, I'm not going to say because there's always like pre-release cards and other crazy things floating out there. So it's pretty high up there. I wouldn't quite say these boxes are old Gnawbone or bust, but they may be close. Meet in a tavern. Book of Exalted Deeds. Yeah, that's another great one. Choose your weapon. And from the list, Master of Cruelties. You know, I'm going to try to move this here. Let's rearrange a little bit. There we go. Random piles all over the place. The points don't mean anything, and we make it up as we go. Here we go. Werewolf Pack Leader. Goblin Javelineer. I think what I've generally got here is that this pile is the rare and mythic slot. Oh, very nice. The first module card. I remember the first time I saw these, I just thought that was such a cool idea. A throwback to what the old Dungeons & Dragons books looked like back in the 1980s. Cave of the Frost Dragon. Hired Hexblade. Mimic. Not a particularly scary creature once they're revealed, but they can sneak up on you. Westgate Regent, Rhyme Shield Frost Giant, but just a common. Not a lot of good action in those foils yet. Ah, Xanathar. Love to get one of those. White and Hoarding Ogre. Hoarding Ogre nearly immediately reprinted in Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. It's funny opening this and seeing how many of these cards were just reprinted not long afterwards. That's cool. Potion of Healing. Like I said, a lot of great flavor in these cards. If you're a player of Dungeons and Dragons, you just see things all over the place that you recognize. All of the Storm Giants, nice. Armory Veteran. Ooh, and a Scred from the list. Oh, come on. Do these have a tear on them? Nope. You just gotta get them to separate without doing that. How obnoxious. Foil Plains. Bard class. Hama Pashar. Uncommon, but not great. I swear I recognize that card. That may be one that was just reprinted again in Baldur's Gate. It'd be interesting to see a graphic of the overlap. Now there we go. Treasure Vault. That's somewhere around the 4th or 5th most valuable card in the set. Knoll Hunter. "50 feet of rope." Love it. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Nice. Don't know that it's really worth anything. What is that? Uncommon? I don't know. Pick a random pile. Throw it in. We'll sort it out later. Mind Flayer. Kind of disappointing artwork for something so with such a legacy as the Mind Flayer in D&D. White Dragon. That's pretty cool. Oswald Fiddlebender. Iron Golem. Ooh, Shivan Meteor. Pretty neat. I feel like WotC has such a schizophrenic relationship with the list. It doesn't quite know what it wants the list to be, whether it should be needed reprints in a very small quantity, or it should be old throwback nostalgic cards, or what. Because sometimes they put some great cards on the list in a set. Sometimes it's just got a bunch of garbage. Sometimes a lot of both. You really wonder, what is their goal with this? Oh, Volo. Sylvan Shepherd. Illithid Scholar. Oh, nice. The Demi-Lich. Yes. When a Lich is so worn down by the taxing of his powers that he becomes simply a floating skull. Sphere of Annihilation. Yeah, don't stick your hand in that. Deck of Many Things. Cool. And a foil Treasure Vault. Very nice. Very nice. So actually, several really nice, valuable cards in this opening. To get a foil version of that. Full art Old Gnawbone. Lair of the Hydra. Valor Singer. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on with the foil slot this time. Baleful Beholder. Cool. And another one. Non-showcase. Asmodeus the Archfiend. Ah, Lolth. Yeah, so she's, oh boy, maybe 8th or 10th most valuable card in the set, something like that. But still, with the way that these sets plummet in price after they rotate out of standard, it's still only like a $6 card or something like that. Cloister Gargoyle. And Invisibility in the list slot. Maybe that's kind of a flavorful one to have in a D&D themed set. Fighter class. Only worth a couple bucks. True polymorph. Very nice in the foil. It's like 2 packs left. Intellect Devour. Devour Intellect. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Another pretty decent card, considering the set. Wizard class. And final pack. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, Hobgoblin Captain, and Painful Lessons in the list slot. So, you know, between Lolth and Old Gnawbone, a treasure vault, and a foil treasure vault, well, and a book of exalted deeds, those are some of the more valuable cards in the set. But like I said, it's rotated out of standard, it's out of print, and it's not out of print long enough to really dry up the supply of singles and push them up. So, you know, it's hard to get a lot of value out of one of these boxes, but a full art Old Gnawbone is about as good as you can get. I mean, that pays for about a third of the box right there. So pretty good, all things considered. A lot of fun. It's really neat to open this and see a lot of these D&D themed cards. I'm going to spend a while, just sit back and look through them and enjoy them for a while and then sort them all. So let me know what you think, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade.